My wife is there judging me, so... What? I'm busy! This right here is a dream come true for me. I'm about to show you my Pagani Huayra 730S. That's what I called it. And I'm not going to get too much into what Pagani as a whole, the Huayra as a whole review type of deal, since we've all seen them. I just want to show you my spec, and that's it. Instead of throwing you like a number of facts that I'm going to show you about the car, I'm just going to go on and show you cool things one by one, and however many turn out, that's awesome. I have a big smile on my face. This is great. The baddest option to me in this car is right here. Carbon fiber body all around. This right here, for at the time that I ordered, because prices change all the time, the whole carbon fiber body of the car was about 115,000 euros. I was not planning on getting the whole body made out of carbon fiber. I wanted that area just in regular blue. But once you show up at the factory and they show you all the cool cars that they have with the full carbon fiber body, what are you going to do? You're going to say no? Of course not. The inspiration for the whole car on the 730S, it's basically the Zonda Tricolore, which I'd say takes about 97%, and the Zonda R, which is one of my favorite Zondas of all time, along with the Tricolore. Gave that gold line right there. You put those two together and you get the 730S. The lines you see everywhere here, the Tricolore lines, which is the Italian flag that go across the car, everywhere you see it from here, goes all the way to the back. Are 100% Italy, by the way. They're not Mexico. A lot of people have been asking that. It's just the Italian flag. So you see the Italian flag going all around the car. These are all painted, by the way, hand painted by some guy at the factory that has a tremendous level of skill. Italian flag right here. Italian flag right there. A big thing for me is I actually know the person who built my engine. I requested Michael Kubler to build my engine. Hopefully you can see it right there. Michael, dude, thank you so much. You've made me very, very happy in the pants. Thank you, dude. That thing roars like a mofo. So what's the 730S? Everyone keeps asking me about it. What the hell is the 730S? I'm gonna have to sit down to explain you this one, guys. So what does that mean? What does it mean that your Pagani has a name, the 730S, or whatever you want to call it? What it really means is I gave my car a name. That's one. Why is it 1 out of 1? The reason why I made that was not for, you know, oh, I have a 1 out of 1 Pagani. I mean, you'll buy a special edition. People will know that you're buying a special edition once they come out. I bought mine and I made it a 1 out of 1, meaning I didn't want people duplicating my spec. I didn't say, oh, my spec's going to come out great. People are going to try to duplicate it. But I had the fear that it would come out pretty good, and someone else was just going to take my idea, and I didn't want that. So I asked Pagani if they could just respect that and have my spec be the only one, the only car that looked like this, and they said, yeah. So here you have it. That's why it's called the 730S, and that's why I have this badge on it. Oof. My car is exactly chassis 69. Why? Because I'm immature and I'm a pervert, guys. That's why. What does that mean, though? That means that's a 69th car that they built, and my VIN ends with a 69. Why blue? Why did you pick a blue interior? A blue interior. I picked up the blue interior because when I was a kid, I a Z8 with a blue interior, and I completely fell in love with it. Obviously, a Z8 at the time was incredibly expensive and something that I never thought I was going to be able to get. But I always fantasized about the car, and I always wanted a blue interior in a car. I always wanted to put it in. I was never able to, and I never did. I just put the key in. I'm going to show you how it starts. So you rotate it all once. Wait. Now it's good to go. I want to bring you guys inside and show you actually a little bit of the spec here. It looks like a very overwhelming car to drive and to look at and start messing with, but it's actually pretty easy. I ordered the darker aluminum rather than the light one, just because I thought the light one was going to give it, not a horrible, but a bad contrast. So everything you see in aluminum is a darker aluminum than what you normally see in these cars. Blue leather we just discussed. Basically you have no option, you have to get that. You know that these dials are actually made by some of the best watchmakers in the world. So these dials, just right here, and the small ones, I think each one's like 5,000 euros or something like that. It's crazy how much attention goes into these things. And they go backwards, kind of like the Aston Martin one. And same here. One of my favorite things in the car, it's actually a really simple and dumb thing, right? But you see the blue that's here, and I wanted to wait until it was getting dark outside just to do this. So the lights everywhere in the car, they're blue, right here. Now, without complicating anything, let's go into settings. And let's pretend that you put 4, that's the speed. And now the lights are gonna change every few seconds. So you don't have to be stuck with one, or you can get into the car and kind of like get stoned and see this happen. It's pretty amazing. Not that I do it, of course. That would be terrible. Another one of my really favorite things in the car is right here. You see that it says wings? So that's for you to check your wings. So I'm gonna put the camera right here for you to see how it looks inside, and then we'll do it from the outside. And it starts checking all the wings one by one, and they go up. I love doing this when there's traffic. People freak the hell out. So there you go. And that's how you raise the wings, and now they stay like this. A lot of people wonder, what's really the space for the Pagani? Is it a hypercar? It's not as fast as the LaFerrari, as the P1. And actually, we've done a couple of pulls with the P1, the LaFerrari, this, the 918. And once they're going, this thing goes. But what amazes me and what I love the most about this car is how it drives. It's an analog hypercar. That's the best way of putting it. Imagine if Rolls-Royce was going to make a hypercar. Not just because of the luxury, but that type of other type of treatment. You know what I mean? Taking something to the next level. That's what Pagani accomplished with this. It's a beautiful car to be sitting in. It's comfortable. It's quiet. You have an iPod. I know it sounds like, oh, whatever, big deal. This is a car that puts up insane numbers. And at the same time, you have all the creature comforts, and it's coming out of a very small factory, which is insane. At Pagani, there's only 60 to 80 people working there. So then you're asking me, would you buy a LaFerrari or would you buy this? You'd buy a LaFerrari probably because of value-wise and everything if you can get it at sticker. But if you're paying $3 million, compared to this, I'd rather sit in traffic in this. It's just a very special car. It's a very special feeling. It's great that you go, you meet Horatio, you build your car, which by the way takes about a year to get done from the moment you put your first deposit until delivered. It's just such a special thing. It's such a special experience. And this car came out of Horatio's brain. Obviously, he's the designer and the creator of the Huayra. But I had a great moment last year when I went to Monterey Car Week, where I'm sitting in a Huayra talking to Horatio and looking at Paganis all around us and just pointing and saying, I want that, I want that. What about this? Should we try this? How can anything beat that? This is just happiness in a car. With all that being said, thank you so very much for watching. As always, guys, I really just wanted to take the time and say that I really appreciate your support and you watching my videos and putting up with my dumb self. So thank you. This is a dream come true. I'm talking about cars that I love and sharing it with thousands of people. So thank you, thank you, thank you.